Hey guys, Les Taylor here, and today I have a quick tip for you on how to draw out blue skies in your images using only Adobe Lightroom. So if you're like me, you've probably been out on a gorgeous day. Maybe you have amazing weather, you've got some nice blue skies, some great puffy clouds in the sky, and so you take your images and then you come home, and when you put them on your computer, those images just look lifeless and uninteresting. Maybe the sky was very vibrant in real life, but in your images it's just flat and dull, and it really brings the whole image down. Well, this is one of the great things about software like Adobe Lightroom. In Adobe Lightroom, we have a lot of very simple tools available to us that we can use to bring the color back into the image and bring that life back into the image and really make it look the way that we remembered in real life. So this is a great example of what I'm talking about here. This image is from Saitama Prefecture in Japan. And I took it during the spring, during cherry blossom season. So you've got these great yellow canola flowers here in this field. You've got the cherry blossom trees there in the background. But if you look at this sky, you can see that the blue in the sky is just very dull. It's barely there at all, actually, and it really drags the entire image down because of that. Now, if we wanted to make an adjustment to the sky, oftentimes we might start by using the vibrance and the saturation sliders. And you could do that here. The only problem is, if you use the vibrance and saturation sliders, what's going to happen is it's also going to make adjustments to other colors in the image. Instead of just the blue in the sky, you're going to see adjustments to the flowers and the trees and everything else. And in this case, I don't really want to do that. I just want to impact the blue in the sky. So what we'll do is we'll close the basic panel, and instead we'll open up the color panel. Now you can see up here you have three choices: HSL, color, and black and white. Now obviously we don't want to do black and white right now, but you could do either color or HSL. Either one is fine. I just personally prefer the color option here. So I have the blue color selected out of all these colors, and within the blue color I have three sliders: hue, saturation, and luminance. Right now I don't want to affect the hue at all. I'm not going to worry about that, but I am going to adjust the saturation and the luminance. I'm going to start with the luminance. The luminance slider basically impacts the brightness value of that particular color. Now you might think you want to bring it up, but actually in this case we want to bring it down. We want to lower the luminance of the blues for this image. So I'm going to adjust the luminance slider to around, we'll say -50. -51 works. And you can see that's already made a major change to the image. If I turn this off, that's before, and that's after. And that's just the luminance slider. Now let's increase the saturation a bit. We'll take that up to around 50 as well, actually. That'll work. And now you can see we have a much nicer image. If I turn this panel off again, that's before any adjustments. And then with just these two sliders, it looks like this. It is beautiful, obviously. You've totally changed the image just with those two sliders. Now you do want to be careful. Sometimes people will come in here and they'll just go crazy on it. They'll take the luminance and move it all the way down, and the saturation and move it all the way up. And that might look kind of interesting to you, possibly, but the problem is, even if you like the color, if you zoom in, you can see you get a lot of artifacts in the color, and it doesn't look very nice. And personally, I don't think it looks nice with that color at all, because that's just a bit too strong. It overpowers everything. So I don't want to do that. I'm just going to keep it at around -50 for the luminance and +50 for the saturation. And that gives it a really nice feel. It makes the blue look very natural and normal, and that's the way that I remember it in real life. So this is a very simple tool that you can use to adjust your skies, and you can also use the other colors here. For example, if I wanted to adjust the yellows in the flowers, I could do that just with the yellow and not impact anything else. So there's a lot you can do, but it's a great tool to know how to use if you want to bring a little pop back into your sky. I hope this has been helpful for you, and maybe you'll be able to use this tip in your own images. And by the way, if you don't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube so you can see more tips and behind the scenes footage in the future. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, stay safe and happy shooting.